Hello. Let me start this for you. Right.
Hi. That
Hello. Oh, hello. How are you? You keep coming up. You keep coming up as a beginner.
ah
Yeah, I
why?
see here. I don't.
Today I switched the account, so
Oh, you
it
you
needs to be a
switched the
beginner.
account.
Uh,
Okay. Oh, yeah,
so
because you've come in under a different name.
I think the name is the same, Charlie
What?
Fang.
Yeah, but the previous account was just Charlie.
Ah, okay, got it.
Yes.
Charlie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Uh,
so
uh,
So yes, yeah, I was going to look at something. Yeah, you, yes. So Charlie, right? Yeah, you've
yeah,
done.
Charlie. The name Fang is the last name. Yeah.
Yes, yes, but that's a different account, all right? Yeah, because
All right.
yeah, yes, it's a shame you didn't. It's a shame you didn't use that one again. All
I
right.
will you use that one, but that,
Okay. Okay.
sorry, it's
Yeah.
complicated.
Yes. Okay. No. No.
Right.
Yeah. Because they're now paying us a bonus on a new
Oh,
person. Yes, if you clock on 3 times, all right,
okay,
we
okay.
get a bonus. I I don't think it's working, but it's new. This is only come in this month, and you're the only one out of, I think I've got 10 all running at the same time. All right,
So
you
already it's time related. It's not the duration related, right?
it's time related. In fact, I've got 37 days left. All right.
I mean, 15 minutes lesson and half an hour lesson. Are they the same?
Yeah, that makes no difference. No, that's not
Okay,
the
only
issue.
3 times you got the bonus.
Yeah,
So
yes, you have to be
uh,
3 times. And
ah,
I saw Charlie Fang, and I thought, oh, I might actually get one today. But now you come on a different account, it doesn't work. All right. As I say, this we think it's the concept is good, but the management of it is bad.
I can use one count for an hour, one for the half an hour, the other two for a quarter.
Okay.
That makes 3 times.
Yes, 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 yes.
I,
So,
I,
yeah, don't worry. As I
uh,
say, it's as I say, we all look at it and we're seeing, um, the idea is this. The idea from Camberley is that
it's used the 3 times. Does it have a duration limit? Maybe
yes, yes,
two
you got a
two
time period. You have a time period.
how
Right.
long? 1 week or
Well,
10 days?
no, the stupid thing is, all right, it's meant to be 60 days, all right?
60
But
days. Uh-huh.
yes, so from the very first one, it starts the first time you get a new student on
Hmm.
and you get the first lesson, then that student has got to come back 2 more times
Hmm.
within 60 days. Okay.
Hmm.
So then, depending on when that was, it obviously
It's okay. Okay.
reduces.
Okay.
It
Because you got
reduces.
lot of students, so it does not interfere with each account, right? So
Yes,
one.
no,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So,
Got it. I got the principle.
so that's the
We can use
principle.
that. We can
Yes.
use that.
But the principle is, and listen to this, this is the twist. Right. So the first one starts at 6. So it's meant to be each one when they start is 60 days. All right.
Hmm. Oh,
But
okay.
but that's not how it's been programmed. So what happens is once you start the very first one,
Hmm.
all right, and it
Hmm.
reduces 30, 40 days, 50, 45 days, or whatever, all right.
Hmm.
Any further ones you get might be
You
two
get.
weeks later, come in on the reduced time. So it doesn't go back to 60 days as it should do. All right. So it should be when you first see a student for the first time, 60 days, over 60 days,
Mm-hmm.
he needs to come in 3 times, have 3 lessons with you within that 60 days. In reality, that's not how it's running. I mean, I'm down to 37 days, which is ridiculous, right? So it's been what we call rigged.
Rigged?
Rigged. I'll write it for
Could
you.
you type?
Yes, rigged. Rigged. Rigged, which means it's not it's not operating as it has been sold
It's
or marketed.
manipulated.
Yes, exactly. That means the same. Manipulation, manipulated, and rigged means the same.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's a little bit confusing when lots of uh,
Different words mean the same thing.
synonyms. They have
Yeah.
pretty slight meanings
Mm.
in difference, but as a native speaker, you can get the slightest difference. But
Yeah,
for ESL,
very difficult. Yes, that is the problem with English. It's
yeah.
a descriptive language.
Mm-hmm.
If you understand that word, descriptive, it's very
Descriptive.
descriptive.
Describe. Descriptive.
Yes, descriptive, which means it's very. I'll write it for you. It's very when we say something is descriptive,
Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of words that we use in a sentence to say something,
Yeah. Because
which
the evaluation it absorbs too many other languages and becomes the English itself.
yes, but if you take Spanish, for example,
Mm-hmm.
Spanish is in sentences is much simpler. They use single words a lot of the time. I mean, I give you a classic one. Vamos, vamos. They do it all the time, the Spanish, right? And it means hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, right? We would say, please, can you hurry up, right? They just say vamos, and it means the same. So when you go to a foreign language, another language, now I'm native English learning a foreign language, very difficult for us because they just change the end of the verbs. So your
Mm-hmm.
verbs are very, very important in a second language, in a Latin-based language, like
Latin-based.
which is Latin. It means it could be
Uh,
Italian,
uh, uh, Italian,
Spanish, Portuguese. Yeah.
Germany, France, French.
Uh,
Uh,
no. French is different, and German is completely different. Um, when we say the Latin base, it's from originally from Italy. So
Italy.
your
Okay.
Spain and Italy is very close, very similar in everything, in language, in culture, um, uh, feel of the place, eating habits, way of life. They're almost the same, and as is the Portuguese.
Same applies to the Portuguese.
Yes,
Okay. So
yes.
it's more related to the South America.
Well, that's because Portugal and South America founded South America. They were all colonies,
Yeah.
right?
Early colonies. Good in fact.
But there's another influence there. If you take Argentina, for example, yes, it's Spanish speaking, but there's a very big Italian influence in Argentina.
I'm a little. I have to recall what is Argentina? It's a country.
Argentina, yes, in South America. It's the
South
second
America.
second largest country in South America.
Argentina, except for Brazil.
Well, Brazil is the biggest,
Brazil is biggest.
and
I
then
know
number
Chile,
yeah, oh
Ecuador,
Chile,
but
yeah, but they're smaller, much smaller. Next one is Argentina.
Argentina.阿根廷. Got it. Football,
Yes,
famous football.
yes. Pele, Messi.
Messi,
Messi
Messi. Yeah, yeah.
is
Messi.
Argentinian,
Argentina.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
but there's a very strong influence in Argentina, for example, from Italy,
Mm-hmm.
because at the start of the Second World War, a lot of Italians ran away from Italy and
Uh,
went to Argentina.
the first World War,
Second,
second. Oh, okay,
beginning,
because of Nazi
well, because of Mussolini.
Mussolini.
Yeah, don't forget, Italy
Mm-hmm.
was ruled by a dictator.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The dictator name is Mussolini. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes, yes. So what happened
I
is
recall him.
a lot of we call that a fascist. That he was a fascist.
Fascist, fascist. Yeah, fascist.
Yes.
Just
So a
like
lot
the
of the Italians emigrated to Argentina,
Argentina. Okay. Why
all
why
right, to
would
get
they go to the North America?
because there's no connection. It's not Latin. You see, I told you, Italy and Italian and Spanish are literally
Totally
the
related.
same,
Okay.
very, very
Mhm.
closely. And don't forget, from Mexico down,
Mhm. Mhm.
from not so it's Mexico, Central America, which is
Yeah.
El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa
Lebanon,
Rica, uh,
Costa Rica. Oh,
Panama,
Madagascar,
and then you come to
Venezuela.
Venezuela, Colombia, all right,
Yeah. Mhm.
Chile, Peru, all Spanish.
Yeah.
It's only Brazil that's Portuguese, and Portuguese and Spanish are also not that much. Is not that different either. If you can speak Spanish in a short space of time, you can speak Portuguese. Again,
Yeah.
very similar. So if you go back in history,
Mhm.
that was the connection, right? From the explorers from Portugal, from Spain, and from Italy. That's there's a big connection. And today, I mean, if you look at the big companies in South America, the
Mhm.
banks. I mean, we have a bank that's called BBVA, BBVA, right? I mean, and there's another one, Santander, Santander, Santander. These are very, very big banks that are dominate South America,
Okay. So
right? But they're Spanish,
originally founded in Spanish.
still are, yes. Santander, and I mean the other big one is called Repsol. If you go to oil and gas, all right,
Oil and
um,
gas.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
go
we
to,
got a section oil, gas, and civil energy as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Have you heard of Repsol?
Repsol. You have to write it
Reps,
before I can recognize that.
Repsol,
A little bit familiar, but
Spanish.
I can
It's the
not recall that.
biggest. It's the biggest oil and gas company in South America, but it's Spanish,
Okay.
100%. And here's another one, Raval, uh, Ferrell. Um, this is another. Uh, you might not have heard of this company. This is another one. That's another big
Okay.
multinational. To give you an example, up until only a couple of years ago, they owned 55% of London Airport in the
The
UK.
cars.
No, this is not cars. This is they own a lot of buildings, and they're a construction company and property owning company. You back?
Sorry, bad connection.
No problem. Yeah, Pharrell is a property owning construction company. Big, very big.
Construction of what?
Buildings,
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 skyscrapers, miners.
everything, everything, and Spanish, but it again very big in South America, but is expanded into that. One of its things is toll roads, be running
Roller, run
no,
roller.
what we call toll roads, right? So your main roads, right? We call them
Tow truck.
toll roads, which is they put up the money to build the roads, and then
Ah,
they
the
charge
the
it.
the highway which has to pay or will pay
Yes,
for. Okay, yeah. Toll,
they
toll.
what we call toll roads, right? Because
Mhm.
basically that's the toll. Pharrell is into that as well, but they bought airports. I mean, they did own 3, if not 4 airports in the UK. Heathrow Airport, the biggest airport, the biggest in the UK. Up until only about a year ago, they owned 55% of it.
Ooh.
Right? Then they sold off, and last week they had 25% remaining. They've just sold that to the sovereign fund of Saudi Arabia,
Saudi Arabia. Yeah,
who now
they,
owns 25% of London Airport in the UK.
so usually in China, these airports, the companies are state-owned.
Well, they were in England.
Yeah.
You've got to understand in what happened in the 1980s, the UK was in financial problems,
Mm-hmm.
and the IMF had already lent them money. All right, so the UK needed to basically sell assets. So they
So
sold virtually everything, from airports to
railway.
railways to waterworks to
What is waterworks?
water purification plants. The whole
Purification. Oh, okay.
the whole water system,
Okay.
which was all government owned. They
Yeah.
had a lot of what we call government housing for
Mm-hmm.
low economic housing. Sold it all to raise money. They were desperate to raise money. So in the 1980s, effectively, England was sold. All the assets were sold
So it's
to.
only the government problem, the government into debt, but the giant companies like Rolls-Royce, which is to for the plane engines,
Mhm.
the big company can survive, but the government was
Yes,
in debt.
yes. The government, what was happening and it was during the 1970s. So
1970s. Mm-hmm.
so during the 1970s, the UK basically started a huge downward spiral. They had 25% inflation and
Oh,
many strikes as well. There were
strikes.
strikes. Yeah, workers were on strikes because they weren't getting, because of inflation. They
Inflation, yeah.
weren't, their salaries weren't increasing enough. So there were strikes. There was in the early 70s, we went to a 3-day working week because of no electricity. All right.
Oh,
Mm.
new to
This,
here. Three
yes,
day,
yes,
no electricity. So the
yes.
generator plants, they are on strike as well.
No, what
Not
happened
enough
is that the coal miners,
coal miners. Hmm.
were on strike, right, for
Oh,
more pay, and they stopped all
stop.
coal deliveries to the power stations.
Yeah.
So the power stations didn't have enough coal to keep
generate.
generating. So we had to have periods during the day where no electricity. What's called today rolling, which is what's happening in South Africa actually, blackouts. What's called rolling blackouts.
Rolling blackouts. Okay, we use outrage. That words very often because
Yeah, same means the same. Yes. Now, so what happened is that you'd find in the day you might have no power for say 6 hours or 4 hours.
so
So
that kind of time lasting how much duration? The duration of that time.
lasted about a year.
Wow,
Mm.
like a pretty big hit on the
Big.
economy.
Yes. Yes. And again, 25% inflation. So
Mhm.
no inward investment. So nobody was investing
Mhm.
in. No big global companies were investing in the UK. That's when British Leyland, the car companies in the UK,
Mhm.
all basically started to fail, to go bankrupt because nobody was buying cars. So yes, not
LandRover.
well. Again, Land Rover has basically been broke or bankrupt 2 or 3 times. I mean,
Okay.
Land Rover was again, a Land Rover was started as an independent company and was a specialist small company, but then it got into financial difficulties, and who bought it first? I think it was BMW. BMW bought Land Rover,
But now
and
it's an Indian company.
yeah, but it's gone through a few since then. Hang on.
Okay. All right.
So BMW then took over Land Rover and also took over Jaguar, which is another,
Jaguar.
which
Jaguar.
was an
Yeah, the Jaguar. The
yes,
the
yes, the
Puma.
Jag. Yeah, yes, so basically the Puma. Yes, yes, yes. So so that that they joined them together. So BMW put Land Rover and Jaguar together, but they were separate companies.
Mhm.
All right, making separate cars. Both again fairly small but specialized. And then BMW had it for 2 or 3 years, couldn't make much money out of it, and then sold it to Ford.
Ford. Okay.
Yes. Then Ford took over Land Rover Jaguar. And and that they had to go for another 2 or 3 years and also couldn't make it work. And then Tata, the Indian
Tata,
company,
Indian company. Okay.
bought it,
I
and
I
that's
remember maybe 10 years later, the Land Rover is a luxury brand here in China, but
mhm.
pretty quickly it fade out. The Jaguar, I cannot even see a Jaguar car on the street. Pretty
Okay.
rare.
Yeah. Land Rover is still a premium brand.
Premium brand. Yeah, okay. It's still a premium brand. Okay.
Oh yes, yes, very much so. I mean, strangely enough, I was sitting in the new Defender 110 a week ago. All right, and I mean, this is their latest. This is from Land Rover.
No.
This is Land Rover. All right, because Land Rover makes what Land Rover's now done is they've now divided themselves there's into 3 divisions in 3 names. It's now, I'll write it for you, and then right. So Land Rover now is now into three names. All right. So you don't see
Discovery. Okay.
Yeah, Defender, Discovery, and Range Rover
Discovery.
was a model. Yes. See, what they've done is they've taken them. These were the different models. So they were all Land Rovers. So you get a Land Rover Defender, a Land Rover Discovery.
Yeah. The Discovery is think it's a GE. That GE got a brand of Discovery as well. GE. General
G.
Motor.
No.
No. Okay.
No. The Discovery was the mid-range. So the Defender was the square box that has been used by military and still is from years and years back.
Like Jeep.
Yes, right. The Discovery range, the Discovery was then because there was another brand in there as well, which is called Freelander, right?
Freelander.
Which is another
Remind me
one.
of Highlander.
Yeah, well, that they've dropped that name as within the new range today. Tata has rebranded Land Rover into 3 separate brands now. So each one of these now is a separate brand, but it's all owned by Land Rover. All right. Okay. And as I say, so that's the difference. But there's still, I mean, I just sat in the new Defender. They brought out a new Defender about a year ago. All right. I mean, unbelievable car. I mean, really, really, really nice. I was actually sitting in one a week ago. But this, the one I sat in, and this was a shock. All right.
Does it use fossil fuel? Does it has
104.
Whoa.
That's how much the car I was sitting in.
Nearly 0.7 million Chinese yuan.
Yes. They've made it too expensive, I think. I like it. I think the design, everything. I've had a Defender 90, the old shape, right?
19.
90.
Defender.
You get a Defender 90 and
90, yeah.
Right. Basically, the Defender 90 is the short wheelbase. The Defender 110 is the long wheelbase. It's the same car, all right? But it's just longer. The 110 is longer. I used to have a Defender 90. I still drive to this day. I drive a Land Rover now.
Oh,
I've driven.
How many years?
I've been driving a Land Rover since 1997.
Same car, you mean?
No. I've had a few. I've had a Range Rover. I've had a Defender. I've had Freelanders. I drive a Freelander now. The car I've got now is quite old. Is 16 years old. All right, but I mean, I've only got
how many miles?
130,000, not miles, kilometers.
Why so less?
I did a lot when I first had it, but you know, as I say, I've got today. My car is now. If you go onto it, the
sorry.